Podcast what?
This live discussion.
Yep.
Live discussion. Hey, let me get set in on this. Give me a second.
I'll
Shed?
say, Mike, you join in on your phone. You got Google Hangouts on your phone?
That's true.
All right, so we are live. Okay, everybody. My name is Zen Okami from Essence of Zen. I'm joined here with Shaq from twitch.tv/silence213. I think, was it
239.
239? Excuse me. Apologize about that. I'm here with Lewis, also from Essence of Zen, EoZ. You know him from the new website we're working on. He is awesome. And we're having some difficulties with Lorenzo here, who's from LO Designs. We're going to try to get him in later in a bit if he can, actually get in the conversation. But today we're going to discuss the new generation of gaming and where it's leading with the new PS4, Xbox One, this rumored Nintendo Fusion, and of course the Steam boxes. So let me ask you guys, Shaq, have you played with the Xbox One?
Yes, I have.
Oh, because we all in like last discussion. You represent from UAT.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can also hear Mike.
Dog, yo, Mike.
Huh?
You look too loud, dog.
Oh. Hey, y'all know I'm loud. Give me a second.
All right, but yeah, I played with it at E3 and a couple other times, like just like at the mall and then my friends, X got one now, and with a guy that's right here with me, his name is Torian. He has one also, so.
So how you guys been enjoying it so far in terms of like the new Connect, the UI, and everything?
Well, as far as the Connect is concerned, I think it's still kind of glitchy. You kind of have to project your voice to actually get the command to go through. For what I'm experiencing from games, even though if you calibrate it to the sound and the perimeter of the room that you're actually operating it from, it still kind of doesn't pick up the sensitivity of your voice like it advertise it to be, from my point of view.
Makes sense.
Some of the games that I play on it, still way glitchy. Prime example, Killer Instinct, their exclusive game for the Xbox One. I find many problems with the controls when I'm playing online. So, which frustrates the hell out of me.
It makes sense because personally, my brother Blaine finally picked up a PS4, and I've been playing around with it as well. I kind of expected more from the start of the new generation. This seems to be a little glitchy every now and then, but that's you can expect some glitches, but
yeah.
I expected this new boom. Like to me, PC gaming still has a crown that's untouchable right now. And I thought this new generation of consoles were going to close that gap in, but that doesn't seem to be the case yet. So let me also ask you this:
advertise the Xbox One, and saying this is the new generation of gaming. You would think they'd have dedicated people 24/7 on the clock to fix whatever problems coming through.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely agree with you on PCs. Being at the crown, because you still have people dedicated like, oh, this is glitchy. Oh, this is not working. Oh, you got a patch that you can do this. Oh, let me fix this real fast. And boom, there it is.
Now, I will give one thing to Xbox. Now, I wouldn't call their console the next step in gaming, but they are the next step in entertainment. Because I like the idea of mixing in the TVs and the movies and the gaming all in one. But if you're going to do that, then you can't say you're a part of the new gaming generation by itself. I still say it's a good move, just it's just different.
Yeah. I agree with you there. Then they should say it was the next step in DVR.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like with the with Xbox, they more focused on like the entertainment side. I mean, even though they've been going that route. Like even with the Xbox 360, but I mean, like I think later on this year or the coming years, when when games start to come out, that's when they really gonna start pumping out some real good stuff for us to have. and then we'll see what we have after that and stuff like that, especially like exclusive wise, to see what they have.
Yeah, I can actually agree with that and stand behind that actually. Have you got I can't remember. Are you an avid PC gamer, Shaq, or have you played a lot of PC games?
I would say, well, I'm not really a PC gamer, but I'm kind of like on it, off and on and stuff like that. But I'm more of a console player. I still love my Xbox and stuff like that. So like I'm still always love it, but some games that I can't get on that Xbox, I do, follow on PC, especially like more towards the strategy games, like Command and Conquer, Company of Heroes, stuff like that,
Earth.
And Empire Earth and stuff like that. Like I would move towards the PC side, but other than that, I'm always stick to my console games for like first person shooters and stuff like that. So even though Battlefield 4 on PC is pretty good, man. Like I actually enjoy it on PC sometimes, but I do like it on my consoles because I get to play with my cousins and a couple of my friends. So.
Tell them to upgrade and get their PC.
So let me also ask you one more question. How do you think the graphics in comparison is coming along with the new gen of consoles versus PC? Because the new generation now can stream or can play back 1080p. Some games are set to be coming with 4K. But looking at PS4 Assassin's Creed 4 to PC Assassin's Creed 4, I can still see a huge difference, but that's also because Assassin's Creed 4 was optimized for a multiple set of consoles and not just this new gen that is technically now the current gen, and we can say the old gen is now the old gen.
Right.
But what do you think about the graphics comparison, though?
Now see me, I'm not really a big graphic person, especially learning from Ken Adams. Graphics don't make the game. It's all about the gameplay. So I mean, like, as long as the game look good, no matter what, as long as the game look good and I can enjoy it, then that's all that matters. Battlefield, even though Battlefield 4 on Xbox is 30 frames per second or whatever I think what it is, 30 frames per second, and on PlayStation it's 60. I mean, really, it still don't make a difference to me because I mean, the gameplay is still fun. Frames per second does make a difference, but it still doesn't matter to me at all. I'ma still enjoy and play the game. I mean, they both still on both systems and on PC still have their glitches, and so it's like just my whole point is as long as the game is playable and is fun, I'm gonna always enjoy it, no matter how good it looks or how bad it looks. Because you can see, we still enjoying 8-bit games.
Hell
Like Starbound and I think it's Terraria or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We still enjoy those 8-bit games. So I mean, like, what's the difference now? So
his question was on graphics.
I mean, graphic-wise, it really. I mean, this. I'm still saying though, graphic-wise, it does not matter. As long
of course, of course, the PC gonna have better graphics. When they created the game, they created it on PC. To be honest, so it's
true.
Like optimized is gonna be better on graphics, but for gameplay like Assassin's Creed, I feel like that's more of a controller type game, and you would need something like a PS4 or Xbox One, depending on your preference. Now, the Xbox One is now more of an entertainment system than an actual game system. Right now, it reminds me more of a Roku box. So, to me, the Xbox One, I would personally like to get it, but right now, it does not seem like their main focus is on games at the moment. They're trying to make it into like a system that the family have to basically
do anything.
use everything to get from internet to watch their favorite TV shows. They're trying to make it like a one-stop shop, almost like a Walmart for entertainment. I mean, it's an interesting theory. A lot of people is picking up on it, but as you can tell, gamers, most of them starting to convert back to the PlayStation side because we all know it's like originally the PlayStation was winning. If you want to go with PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2, I mean, PlayStation 2, we all know, was like the most amazing game system ever.
It was the holy grail.
Like to this date, like it had the most games, most variety from children to kids games. To it had so many innovative ideas. And then the PS3 and the 360 came out, and people started switching to 360 because the PS3 was just too high. And the Xbox, and Xbox 360, it was like a good game, and the controller really fit for what you call that, first person shooters, and that's when like Modern Warfare 1, Halo 3, like it had a lot of good games, and we kind of switched. Now the PS4 and the Xbox One seem like they switched roles. Now that Xbox One is a lot more costly. I mean, you could it's a lot more costly, but it's supposed to be able to do more. And in a way, I can see where they're going for, but I feel like they should go back to like their core aspect, and that would be gaming. Like they say they put like billions of dollars in like supporting new game companies that create games, more indie games.
Well, PlayStation did more of that. Xbox just made it easier.
They trying to get more exclusive, things of that nature. But they saying this, but I'm not seeing any result. I mean, it's easy to say something, but I want to see like the results of your labor.
That's true.
That's just like that's like me saying that, hey, I want to be a programmer. I'm going to be a programmer. I'm going to do this, this, and this. And then, like, 4 years later, Mike, what's your program? I'm gonna get that eventually. I did a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I mean, like, you saying shit right now, but like, no offense, can I see like a little proof behind it? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Xbox One, at the moment, they say they're trying to, they need to go back and focus on their core assets. What made people switch to the 360? People got the Xbox Live because,
dedicated service.
Maybe PS3 was costing, but we had dedicated server, almost no lag. It was easy to game online. It was just so much. It was very game oriented. That's why I bought 360 for. I didn't care for like some of the features like you can watch 2K. I mean not 2K, NBA Live. I mean, trust me, I enjoyed it. But my main reason for the Xbox for me to go and whoop some people ass in Modern Warfare 2. That was like my main purpose. That's why I stuck with my Xbox Live. That's why I stuck with the system, because it had like it had dedicated servers. I mean, I really didn't care for the community in Modern Warfare, but dedicated servers, always people on. It was fun. Got to play with friends. Made it easier to play with friends. Have party chat. I mean, it was almost purely gaming. But now they're trying to switch it to like all in one. And I feel like the gaming is getting less and less important, and that's making me kind of want to switch to the PS4. And that's my opinion on it.
I can see that. It all makes sense. Now, the problem that I have with like the Xbox One or like even the PS4 is they're coming to a state where they're trying to compete with PCs. And I think they'd have a better market or a better chance to if they set their system up, to be modular and be able to be open enough for people to add mods to games. That's the driving factor behind PC gamers. It's mods. It's the communities. You can change, mutate, and just
Yeah. But here's the thing. Like also the thing with PC is that unlike on consoles, when you buy the console. You're not able to slowly upgrade it and make it like up to spec. Like once you buy put a $400 or $500 investment in the PC, that's fine. But you can almost get the same amount of quality in a PC if you built that. You won't have that amazing of a graphics card, but you will still be able to run it, and you can slowly keep upgrading it throughout the years to come, so it will never get useless. Until you have to buy like a new motherboard. That's the only time. You just get a really good motherboard and you can really just slowly upgrade it. I mean, PC, maybe this me being a little bit biased, they got a little bit of a better community in my less of a kids community because you know how there's always a lot of trash talking and like a lot of like dumb racist shit like on console, like PS4 and 360. I learned so many racist terms in Modern Warfare 2. It's ridiculous. I never heard of a moon cricket until I actually played Modern Warfare 2. I was like, a moon cricket. I had to laugh. It was funny to me. I was like, I never heard of this shit. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But like PC, I feel like it's a little bit more grown, a little bit more mature, and like the people. I guess I'm getting to the age where I'm still a kid. I'm still only 20, but I'm getting into the age where like I want to have like some type of intelligent conversation, not just random babbling. People say things of that nature, and the community on the consoles. You will find more of those people out there. I mean, it's not all. I'm not trying to say it's all, but it's less likely on PC, I feel. Well, from what I have seen.
Well, let me go over to Lewis, because Lewis, you play a lot of PC games, right?
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say, yeah, that's true. But then, like, you play a game like League of Legends, and then you hear people raging there. And you play a game like Dota, and you still have people, you know, like, just being such whiny losers, you know. I mean, you can't tell me that you don't get people like that in League of Legends.
No. I never said that, Lewis. Remember, I said that. I said it's a likely chance. That
well, that's true.
That's what I said. I mean, in every game, you're gonna find like
you're gonna find that one person that's gonna be a douchebag.
Exactly.
And just,
I mean, think about it. You connected with other humans. And sometimes I just lose faith in humanity. To be honest with you.
Especially when you want a nigga to watch your back.
It's human made and it's human played, so it's prone for errors. It's not gonna be a perfect community.
Well, let's not get all existential in this particular video. Keep focused on gaming. But Louis, I want to know your opinions on Steam boxes.
You know how to go for hours, Zane. What'd you say?
I want to know Lewis's opinion on Steam boxes.
Oh man, Steam boxes. See, that's the console I'd buy because it's open.
Linux.
You know, it's not like it's restricted to just one manufacturer. It's gonna be like Sony. It's gonna be Dell, like Alienware. I saw their like prototype thing they had going on for their system, and it costs as much as a computer. But the thing is, like, it'll be worth it because you could just upgrade it. Little by little.
You can't upgrade it though.
Oh, Shaq said you can't upgrade it. Let's get a voice from Shaq. Shaq, what's your opinion?
All right. From a source from Kotaku, they saying that it is a possible way to upgrade it, but if you do, you just gotta make sure you don't fuck it up because the way they set it up is that it's not supposed to be upgradable. But what they're gonna do is constantly update whatever they have in there.
So you said I think he basically saying it's not hardware upgradable, but software is upgradable. But if that's the case, that would be the same thing as a
normal console. Now, I know some manufacturers do have that type of set in place. I can't remember if it was HP or Alienware, but someone just released or announced that they will do yearly Steam boxes, and that each one will be like an upgrade from the previous one. But at the same time, everyone who got their hands on certain Steam boxes, they've been able to unscrew it and mess around with it. Now, it probably may void warranties because these are independent companies like Alienware, but it will be upgradable because the OS will always be the same. It's always Steam OS, and that is a Linux-based distro. When you have a Linux-based distro, there's no locking that thing down, man. Technically you can, but it's Valve's OS, and even if you don't want to buy a Steam box, you can always build a Steam box yourself, which is beautiful. And Lewis, have you heard about the new streaming for Windows-only Steam games?
No, what is that?
So essentially, people were mad because the Steam boxes or anything that ran Steam OS could only play Linux Steam games. Well, Valve released that they're working on a type of system or a type of server that allows you to stream in Windows-only Steam games. So even if you have, your Steam OS, you will still be able to play your Windows-based Steam games.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go with technicalities like the new phones, they're thinking about making like a dual OS where you ever do Android and Windows. So, but it's almost like a port system. So on the internet, trying to do the exact same thing, but specifically for games, for Steam and it's Windows, which would be pretty cool. I mean, it's a huge Linux fan base. I mean, I believe the Sandbox will do well if they were to like mesh out the bugs and be able to allow you to play all your Steam games. And the main focus would have to be two things. There would be video games, not like these new consoles, so it's the Xbox One. They have to be Steam games, and it would have to be open source. If they keep those two factors in the Steam box, they're gonna have almost the whole PC community behind them, especially the Steam community. It will also open up a path for them to attract some more gamers, console gamers, and have them switch over. So I mean, give it a chance. But the first problem would be like the investment. Like some people gonna look and think like console gamers, they're gonna be like, I don't know, this is more for like this has more PC area. And the cost is like, it's just they gonna believe it's ridiculous or huge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now I'd like to take this time. We're about 20 minutes into this recording. This is a shameless plug, but Essence of Zen is working on a new website. It should be up hopefully by the time of next week. We've also been working on our YouTube channel, as you can probably see here. We're gonna have new shows rather for classic old school gaming. It's called the Cartridge Generation Gamers. You can watch me, my cousins, sometimes my brothers play old school games on Sega Genesis, the Super Nintendo, and etc. We're also going to be supporting other small-time content creators. Like we have Shaq here who does a lot of streaming on Twitch. You'll find his YouTube channel on our YouTube channel in our staff list. And I implore you to go check him out. Awesome streamer. He streams for donations, charities, and etc. So that's my shameless plug. Shameless plug over.
Oh, you just had to do a complete advertisement. Gotcha. That's what
So in terms of consoles all around, personally, I'm a little bit disappointed with the initial start of the new generation. I know that every new start is always going to have its bumps, and you can't expect it to be perfect from the get-go. So I'm looking forward to the new innovations that's going to come. And I have to say, have you guys heard about the new rumor for Nintendo?
Oh yeah.
The Fusion?
Yep.
It's going to be a portable game console and a in-home gaming console. It's going to have two CPUs to do that. The dual switch. Well, supposedly this is all rumors, by the way. I'm pretty sure it's real because you know how rumors in this industry happens. People accidentally leak.
Yeah, but it got to be based off of something. I mean, rumors are starting to be based off of some factual information. Maybe it's completely exaggerated. Maybe it's something not what we've seen, or it could be exactly so, but it's based off of something.
Yeah.
And I believe that could be possible. I mean, we always try to have innovative ideas. I mean, I really don't care for the console, no offense to the Wii. I mean, I like Monster Hunter, Super Smash Bros. And I mean, it's a Mario and Zelda here and there, but those games been the exact same forever, especially Mario and Zelda. And I will continue to buy them. I don't know. Zelda got the perfect formula for a game. And
go to places, save the girl, you win.
Save the girl, beat the bad guy, power up before you get there. Perfect formula. They need to stick to it.
Victim of advertisement.
Other than that, like I really don't care for Wii. I mean, but if but if the Infusion turned out to be, it almost sounds like a Nintendo DS and like a Wii U tablet put in one, and that's an interesting idea because the Wii U have not been selling well.
Not at all.
Because they haven't advertised it well.
They don't even have that many good games for it. Like honestly, I want to get a Wii U specifically for Monster Hunter, the new Xenogear games that's coming out soon, and maybe some new Final Fantasy games that might come out. But that's only like 3 games, as opposed to a library like on PS4 that's going to blow up with Killzone. Was it Killzone? You got Infamous Second Son. Like, all these new games are coming out, but
what's that game with the hacking?
Dogs.
Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs. Yeah.
Watch Dogs. There we go. Like that one's gonna be amazing. And even
The Division.
You still got Xbox One, who still got a bigger library. I mean, and they got Titanfall. That's what everybody wants.
Yeah, Titanfall.
And then they both got Destiny.
Yeah.
I mean, and then of course the Call of Duty series. I mean, one person made the mistake of playing the Wii with Call of Duty. That was like a mistake.
Yeah.
But also this year too, though. I mean, E3 is, of course, you know what I'm saying, this year, almost like every year. And so, I mean, who knows who might pull out the big, you know what I'm saying, oh yeah, we the shit this year, you know what I'm saying, game. So, you know what I'm saying, November, they ain't even announced anything for November yet. The only thing we know about is a new Call of Duty and Halo, which is like, we already know about it.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying, November, October, you know what I'm saying, around that time is that, you know what I'm saying, it's,
Halo used to be my favorite shooting
for like the new stuff, but, you know what I'm saying.
Halo was my first
Especially
Xbox
with
game.
like, you know what I'm saying, Kingdom Hearts still, you know what I'm saying, being in the works.
Kingdom Hearts.
Rainbow Six
And we
Vegas.
should have got that exclusive.
Rainbow Six Vegas,
Kingdom Hearts.
Patriots.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying, that's still in the works right now.
I would have killed the director behind Kingdom Hearts if they did a Wii U exclusive. I would have killed the director. Like, no, no.
Dude, no, Kingdom Hearts was exclusive on PS2. And as soon as they announced Kingdom Hearts, I was like, this must be exclusive on PS4. They instantly made me switch to the PS4 side. I was like, Kingdom Hearts? PS4? And that new Final Fantasy is supposed to be 13 now, 15 now? Like, that been supposed to be coming out for like, since I was like a junior, sophomore. You know the Final Fantasy I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, those two. I was like, they got me. PS4 got me. I'm sorry, Xbox.
No, they both. No,
but now it's dual.
They
So
both, yeah, I'll say they both on.
now they both on Xbox One, and I'm still thinking about the Xbox One because maybe right now the PS4 got a better head start with the game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I'm trying to look like I'm looking like a race. I'm not looking for the sprint. I want to see the endurance. I want to see how long can it go, and what is it worth. Like in a year or so, when I have both of these consoles in 2 or 3 years. What's the libraries on both? What can I do with both of them? How fun is both of them? And that's what I'm waiting for. Yeah. I want to see, like, E3, I think it's going to be, like, once I see the announcement, the game date, I think that's really going to sell it for me, which console I want to get. But until then, I think I'm going to hold off on the console.
Yeah. It makes sense, because, like, personally, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, in terms of going back to E3, I remember Shaq brought up saying, we don't know who's going to have the big guns at E3. Here's my prediction.
Also, hold on, before you start, I will have coverage of that, hopefully this year.
Oh, yeah?
Do it, man. Do it. So, don't forget, we're making you a spot on the website so you can actually add your stuff to it. Don't forget that. But my prediction is, since... there's rumors about Nintendo doing the whole portable / in-home console. I think Steam boxes underneath the people who made the what's it called? It's by Nvidia, the gaming controller.
Oh, the Nvidia Shield.
There you go.
What was it?
Nvidia Shield.
The Shield, yes. I believe they're going to have a new version of the Shield that's also compatible with a Steam box that will have a 3G module chip, so you can actually play on the go while streaming from your desktop at home.
Oh, so it's like wireless access. You know how you access your PC wirelessly?
Yeah.
So it's basically, it allows you to access your PC wirelessly, but with a controller.
Yeah, the Nvidia Shield is a
Okay, the only problem I have with that is, what would be the battery life on that? I feel like that would drain.
What, the Nvidia Shield?
Yeah.
No, it's pretty good, dude.
I feel like it would drain your battery, like the battery on that console. Because the actual visual you have to put up, I mean, I don't think I like a rechargeable battery by the sun. You know, I mean, you know what I'm talking about, like almost like a solar power battery. No, you know what I'm talking about. They should have portable ones, They shouldn't just. Like,
yeah.
Here's a video. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. The video know what they're doing.
but
The shield is actually pretty good. The battery life on it is actually good too. So
I mean, it's an interesting idea, and I think it would. I just hope it's not a gimmick. What I mean by that is, you know how like I hope they don't base the whole thing off of a gimmick, like the Evo, like how they had the Evo 3D, because you know how big the Evo was.
Oh God.
Everything
that was 3D was horrible. I hate 3D. I hate it. The 3DS. I don't want to play 3DS with 3D. No.
Well, I said, and the crazy thing is, like the Evo, they basically put all the advertising in the 3D. But the thing is, they had the fastest graphics card at the time, the most RAM. They had the fastest CPU. It was running at like 1.3 or 1.4 dual. I think it was like the first dual CPU, and they kept advertising 3D. They wasn't advertising like the other specs. What made it 3D? I mean, the Evo was so amazing was the screen size, the visual, what you could get on it. I think it was like the first 1080p. You could finally get a gig, like in the CPU, because before then, like the Hero was like 0.8 or 0.6. It had like 2 gigs of RAM. Like the Evo really stepped up, like hardware wise, and finally Android's like the system. I think it was Froyo. Finally, when they upgraded the Froyo, it did not have so many like defects. It didn't have so many glitches. It was like easy to run. So it was the easy to run software and like the best hardware out at the time, which made the Evo like pop. And so when like the 3D came out, like the Evo 3D, it had the best hardware out at the time, but they really didn't advertise it. And of course, Android been slowly upgrading their software over time, and even that got better. But they just kept advertising again. And I just hope that the NVIDIA Shield don't go with the same thing. They should show other features. I hope they just don't base their whole system off of a gimmick. It's something that's gonna happen a long time. I mean, it might be a long time thing, but I just hope that if it's not a long time thing, they got other things that will support it and make customers want to buy it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, brother. I also like to just go on the simple fact that in terms of the advertisements and having those gimmicks, people have to realize what their audience is. And I know a lot of people may think that, well, of course they're going to advertise their gimmick because of the average consumer. Well, the average consumer only makes up a little bit more than the whole group. So you can actually have your gimmick, but for the other half of the consumers that are a little more advanced, super users, super gamers, people who love specs.
People who know a little bit more features.
Yes, tease them too. Don't leave them out in the rain because
exactly. Don't make them find out for themselves, and when they find out and they don't like it. And they will expect. I mean, it's one thing to expect something like you want to go in and know what you're buying.
Yes, exactly.
And if they really like, they've been following you since day one, or like they like you said, a super user, or they really know what they're getting into, and you tell them what they got, and you tell them what you got, and they don't gotta find out for themselves, and they go buy it because they know what they're getting into. That's much better than expecting to get something. They buy it. And it's not all there for what they want, and now they just found.
Yeah. So one last question, and I'm gonna throw this to Lewis. Where do you see the future in terms of PC, in terms of like operating systems? Do you see that? Do you think Linux is going to take over in terms of being more popular than Windows or Mac OS?
I still think Windows is gonna hold a spot for quite a while because it's just really popular. It's like been integrated in so many people's lives, and until Windows just keeps messing up and just falls completely uphill, Linux is still gonna be trailing behind, trying to keep up. But I see Linux is slowly growing though still, but Windows is still just gonna be there as the main guy. The Linux is coming.
Alright, yo, got the fresh cut. You know what I'm saying? Blat out. Ooh, ooh.
Well, I only say that because this is what I see in terms of operating systems with gaming and even more. So you have Windows, which has been the most commonly used OS, right next to Mac OS or whatever they call their operating system now.
Mac OS, yeah.
Yeah, okay, Mac OS. Windows has been messing up. So recently they had the whole debacle with the start button. So they released Windows 8.1. They have a really awkward upgrading system with their key, those product keys. So if you upgrade it, you can't download a new, fresh, version of Windows with that same key. It just seems to be so messy. And they're already talking about releasing the next version of Windows, like Windows 9, this year. So yeah, I mean, it's rumors. Don't get me wrong. Nothing is set in stone. They're all just rumors. But the point is, I'm seeing that Microsoft is confused about what to do. They have their Windows phones that's trying to be a little bit of more applications and gaming, not doing so well. They're confused about Windows 8.1 or 8.2 that's going to come out pretty soon, and they're just losing traction. At the same time, you can look at Linux. You can see that they're getting ready into the in the gaming industry. You have Linux on phones. Android is a version of Linux. Yeah. And now you have more distros of Linux becoming more popular. People are actually going to Mint a lot more than usual. Like I looked at some statistics from I forget the website. I have to look it back up. And I know there's like two main statistic websites for Linux that people do not trust. I avoided those two, but still, people are going to Mint a lot more than usual than they have in the last 2 or 3 years. So I'm seeing Linux grow and slowly, like like a shark in the water, just like dun. They're just coming for like this main event, and I don't know what it is just yet. You have Ubuntu with Ubuntu Touch. You have SteamOS for their gaming. I'm just waiting for them to make a single Linux machine that is able to run various distros and can switch in 1 second. Once they have that, I'm pretty sure they'll have everything unlocked.
Hey, speaking about systems, have y'all heard about the rumor of the Mozilla Firefox OS?
Yeah, they've been trying to get that out there for quite a while now.
Yeah.
Pushing. I don't know.
I mean, it kind of looked like Windows to me. It's like it looked like a copycat of Windows, but not with all the features.
But it's interesting though, because it's just like HTML and JavaScript. That's
true. I was reading on that too.
Yeah, which is crazy. And knowing Mozilla, it most likely gonna be open source.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Alright guys, this pretty much wraps it up for our live stream. We're probably going to stick around for about 5 or 6 more minutes to just chat and hang out. For those who are going to watch this after it's done rendering, and you can watch it not live, so when I say it's live in like 10 minutes, or if you watch it the next day, it's not really going to be live, etc. This has been Essence of Zen. We're trying to come up in the world in terms of our organization that is all about knowledge, gaming, entertainment, and we're hopefully going to change the world in about 20 years. So stay tuned to us, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. You can email us. Hopefully you can go to essenceofzen.org within a week to see a nicer finished website. Me and Lewis are going to keep working on that.
Yeah. I'll get that up soon. Yeah, I'll program it. I'm just kidding.
Eventually.
Alright, guys. I just want to say thank you for having me on your show. I know I ranted a lot.
Special guest Michael Gordon.
Yeah, but y'all know that's what I do. I sometimes go on the ratchet speed and talk too much. But thank you for having me on your show. I gotta get dressed before this girl get mad at me because and she gonna be furious because I told her I'm gonna be there now. Like 20 minutes ago, I haven't took a shower or took my hair out. So, so let me get on that. God, good speaking to you, Zach.
Likewise, Mike. All right, guys. We can stay tuned for keeping up our content. We'll have Shaq at this year's E3. We'll try to go to some more conventions. And until then, we'll catch you guys next time. Don't forget, love us because cupcakes. And we'll see you in the next set of videos.